We are on a new day, day 4, a new shirt, new cicadas, and new airplanes flying above us. Anywho, remembering people's names is our topic today. We're not going to go into all the facets and details and creating all these pictures for it. We just want to remember a couple of things. Number 1, how to do it. But number 2, the importance of doing it. Remembering somebody's name is an attitude more than anything else. It is so important to know their name. I worked with a lady years ago. This is a presentation. She told somebody, she says, I just told somebody, you're not going to know my name. I'm not going to know your name either. Not a very good example. So there are 5 steps to recalling people's names. Let's just group these together and review them. You can see really how simple it is. Number 1 says to observe the person, and number 2 is select a distinct facial feature. Basically, look at the person in the eyes. Look at their face. What makes them unique? Not odd or anything. What makes them unique? Exaggerate anything so you get an idea of what they look like. Number 3 says to listen to the name. This is one of the hardest things you'll do, but it only takes 1 or 2 seconds to do so. Here's a problem that we all face, and there's no wrong answer to the question if I ask you, what do you think about when you see somebody new? We rarely, I should say, think I need the person's name. What happens is we see somebody, we say to ourselves what they look like, what they don't look like, what they're wearing, what they're not wearing, where's my assistant, they have coffee, I don't care for that brand, I gotta use the restroom anyway. We shake their hand, we have no clue because you didn't listen to the name. You must, and look at me closely, to remember somebody's name, you must stop everything and tell yourself, I need their name. One of the hardest things to do is step number 4, and this is to repeat it back. Now in the workshop, we demonstrated this by doing this sometimes 5 and 6 times within 5 or 6 seconds. Don't do that. Repeat it twice. Listen how I do this. I would say, hi, my name is Craig Kraus, and they'd give their name. I'd say, your name is Gary, your last name Gary? Castellano. Now I use Gary's name 3 times right there. Listen how I do this with another example. I would say I'm Craig Kraus. They would say their name is, I'd say, so your name is Dave, your last name Dave? Anderson. Now I use his name only twice, but that's okay. Don't do what I typically see when I go to events or I'm back in the corner. I see people walking by and they go, your name is great, you are fine, you are, hey, wonderful, you are good to have you here. They never use the person's name. Just use it twice and you'll be fine. The next step is to create a picture. Now, you've had this in the workshop. You've had many examples. You've had the workbook. What I'm going to show you now is not names. I'm going to show you where to find them. So if you go to your app store and you type in our company name, which you should know by now, go to your app store, type in Direct Development Training, and you'll get something that looks very much like this. In fact, it will be that. All you have to do is hit Name Journal. Number 1, hit Name Journal and type in a name that you want to get a picture. Let's say you didn't have a picture for Gary. So you're going to type in Gary, G-A-R. As you stop there, you get pictures for Carter, Garcia, Gardner, Garrett, Garrison, Gary, Joey, Margaret, and Margarita. Anything on that web page that has G-A-R, you have pictures for. Now, if you finish off that picture, if you type in Gary, you type in Y, you get ears are gears. That's my picture for Gary, is his gears on his ears. So that's the help that you have. Download the app. Don't try to do 10 names a day. 1 name a day. Convenience store, you go to a retail store, look at the person who is checking you out as far as your items. Get their name and use it that way. Get into a habit. What you'll do is you'll build a vocabulary of names up, and that is the most important thing you can remember. See ya for day 5.